Greetings, Divine Radiance. I am Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter and mentor, assisting you with connecting to your divinity and wisdom within your soul. So today I'll be doing the pick a card reading, and the question is, who was I in a past life? Who was I in a past life? Inquiring minds would like to know. Okay, so your options today are piles A, B, and C. So go ahead and give yourself an opportunity to relax by taking some slow, deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth, and allowing yourselves to be intuitively guided on which pile to pick, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and connect to the energy of pile A. I'm just gonna send that energy to you, connecting to the energy of pile A, and just allow yourself to feel the energy of pile A. Taking those slow, deep breaths, feel the energy of pile A. And just allow yourself to be guided into whether or not pile A is the pile for you. Okay, so now we're gonna move right along to pile B. And just go ahead and connect with the energy of pile B. Slow, deep breaths, feel the energy of pile B. And intuitively allow yourself to be guided into knowing if pile B is the pile for you. Okay, now we're gonna move along to pile C. Connecting to the energy of pile C, and just allow yourself to feel the energy of pile C. Slow, deep breaths, allowing yourself to be intuitively guided into knowing if pile C is the pile for you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into the reading, but if you were not able to select because maybe I went a little fast, then just go ahead and pause the video or rewind the video and allow yourself to connect with each pile, A, B, or C. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, are you ready? If you're ready, give the video a thumbs up. All right, so pile A, I have spouse, leaving or travel, and wisdom. Wisdom. Okay, so give me some information about pile A, spirit, in a past life. What is this all about? Okay, so what I'm being told to tell you, pile A, is that in a past life, you were married to someone who traveled a lot. You lost your spouse to a war. During this time, you were left to fend for your children. You were afraid because all you knew was depending on your spouse. When your spouse left, you were forced to tap into your divine, I'm hearing both divine and inner wisdom, and learn how to make a way. Some of you were medicine women and men. Some of you fed the homeless. You also like to travel and write in your spare time. Okay, I was told, okay, that's scenario A. Now, for some of you, what I'm being told to tell you is your spouse betrayed you. And you left to travel the world. During your travels, you picked up a lot of wisdom. You learned new cultures. Today, you may find yourself interested in different cultures. You may travel to experience the food of different cultures, the sacred rituals, and you may incorporate that into your life today. Now, pile A, what I'm being told to tell you is, based on your past life, you may have trust issues when it comes to your significant other or love relationships. And this is because in the past, you haven't experienced a solid foundation in love. Now, for some of you, your spouse was true and loved you, but because of death or, a disconnect that had nothing to do with the traditional things that make a person not trust love, you still have those trust issues. And for others of you, your spouse was just not kind, right? But what Spirit would like me to convey to you today is it is okay for you to love. It is okay for you to trust. And that same divine wisdom that you had from a past life, you still have it today. For some of you, as a result of your experiences in your past life, you were forced to, by circumstances, tap into your inner divinity, that divine wisdom, that psychic part of your soul, so that you could be guided on how to take care of yourself or how to take care of your children. So Spirit is telling you to rely on that divinity that still lies within and know that everything is okay, will be okay. You are in the driver's seat. There's magic coursing through your veins. Utilize it. Have unwavering faith. And give love a chance, a real chance. Don't be afraid of the way you feel. Don't be afraid of being hurt or let down or left, right? Now, the leaving part, you may feel this unprecedented fear, or you may feel that it is, of being left and not understand why. Well, it stems from your past life. But you're safe to love, right? You're safe to love. You're not going to be a widow soon or a widower. It's okay for you to let your guard down and be all in. In fact, you're being prompted to do so. You're being guided to do so. For some of you, you've had many marriage proposals, right? You know, some of us get one or two. You've had multiple, right? For some of you. And you've turned them down, or you've said yes, but you've never made that leap into marriage, right? It stems from the fear, the experiences from your past life. Pal A, I'm being told you like to travel. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, right? So where some of these things may resonate or one of these scenarios may resonate, it is general and it's for the collective. So if you would like information on your specifics in your past life, then I'd recommend clicking in the description box and scheduling a personal reading, okay? And you'll be able to get specifics on your past life and how it's affecting or enhancing your life today, okay? Anything else for Pal A? Okay, so that is your message, Paul A. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. If this resonated on any level, leave me a comment letting me know how and a thumbs up. I truly appreciate you and those, okay? Have a wonderful day, and I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so now we are moving on to Pal B. And Pal B, the question is, who were you in a past life? Let's see. Okay, I'm getting male, female. And instantly I'm hearing in your past life, you were the opposite sex of what you are now, right? One of your past lives. I'm getting transportation. And then I also have spirituality and religion that came in reverse, okay? I just heard you denounced God in a past life. I'm hearing esoteric. You began studying magical arts, and you weren't someone that was practicing anything that was satanic. Not at all. You were still in a very high vibrational state, very much so morally sound, but you just turned your back on religion and the concept of who and what God is based on what you were taught, right? You really went into your own lane and you embraced more of a magical, mythical, spiritual path. Now, this is a general, so some of these things may be specific and some may be, it doesn't resonate with you. Well, that's probably for Joe Blow or Sally Sue up the street. And if that's the case, just take what resonates, leave the rest. But if you'd like to know your personal specifics for your past life, click the link in the description box and you can schedule a personal reading. But what I'm hearing is, as far as the female male, for some of you, because you were the opposite sex in a past life, you may have come into this body with that same feeling of, you know, you may have been born male bodied and feel more woman on the inside, or you may have been born as a woman and feel more male on the inside. You doesn't necessarily mean that you're sexually attracted to same sex. It has nothing to do with sex. Or you can be a tomboy, right? Or a metrosexual, but something for some of you about your experience as the opposite sex, it pours over into your life today, right? Transportation, what is that all about? I'm being told you really enjoy travel, but you like taking the scenic route. You like taking like slower methods to get there, right? For you, it wasn't just about the destination, it was about the journey. So you may find yourself in this life as it relates to travel, right? That you like to take the scenic route. You may choose the train over the plane or the bus, just so you can see and experience. You may do road trips and you may stop off in different places along the way. Now, for others of you, it may not necessarily be literal in the scenic route, but how you live your life. You may really appreciate the journey and you may live in every moment as opposed to being so focused on the destination. Now, Paul B, what Spirit is also saying for some of you, you may not be there, but you're being prompted to tap into that part of your past life self and get to that point where you're not rushing life and where you're literally enjoying every moment, finding the blessings and the gifts of every moment, right? As opposed to focusing on the outcome, How is life going to be tomorrow? What? How is life going to be next year? What? How is life right now today? Right? Spirit is prompting you to do that. And also what Spirit is telling you to do is to really tap within into your spiritual self, right? Begin utilizing your magic. Now, depending on your beliefs, you may not be someone that casts circles and spells and any of that. And keep in mind, for some of you, you may hear spells, you may woo, right? Now, listen, just like anything else, it depends on the individual. You can practice magic and not have it be manipulative or taking away anyone's free will, right? So what I'm being told to tell you is sometimes that magic is just your words you speak, because each time you speak, you're casting a spell on your life, right? It can be what you're visualizing. It's magical to be able to see your future state and manifest it into your reality, right? So Spirit is telling you to tap into that. And Spirit is also saying to embrace the duality of who you are, right? This male female card, embrace the duality of who you are. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. See yourself from your higher vibrational state, your lower vibrational state, and merge the two, right? Every part of you has a purpose. Is there anything else for Pal B? You are magnificent and you are strong. It's time for you to see your worth and your value. And the rest of the world will too. Also, with the transportation, Spirit is telling me to tell you, for some of you, you may use escapism, right? Whether it's drugs, alcohol, or when there's conflict, you may run from it as opposed to facing it head on. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to stop running and it's time for you to face things head on. Okay, Paul B. So that is your message. If it resonates, leave me a comment letting me know how and give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you leave a comment, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. All right. Make those two things go hand in hand. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, Paul C. Let's see. Who were you? Bless you. My son's home. He just sneezed. Who were you in a past life? Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for you. Ooh, monk or nun? Galactic. How did I say that? Galactic. Lessons and blessings. Okay, so I am feeling like it's not just a past life that Spirit is talking about here for you, Palsy. So in a past life, you were someone that was extremely dedicated to your faith, right? Extremely dedicated to your faith. And you decided to cut out the rest of the world the way some of us experience it. You spent your whole life dedicated to serving the divine, serving the light, right? And the reason being is because you were so connected to who you were as a starseed, as a galactic being, right? You also received lots of insight from the cosmos, from the stars, right? I'm hearing astrology being really present in your life. So now you are someone who likes to serve, right? You are someone, you may find yourself in the realm of a life coach or a spiritual advisor, right? You may also be very psychic today, whether you tapped into that. You may just feel like I'm super intuitive and I can read people, right? You also understand that lessons are opportunity for you to learn and for you to manifest blessings, right? Lessons are opportunities for growth, and therefore you are blessed. So you today, because of your life you lived in your past life, you are someone who is very solid, right? Someone who's always seeking information, always seeking knowledge, and always willing to lend a hand and serve, right? If you have not come into the realization that you are meant to teach and serve, Spirit is saying this is your wake up call. The alarm has gone off. Don't press snooze. It's time for you to get into it, right? So if you are someone that knows this, but you're not necessarily moving forward to do it, Spirit is saying do that. Now, if you are serving in that capacity, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a life coach, whether it is a spiritual advisor, right? You can even be coaching sports, right? I'm hearing cooking classes. It doesn't matter. You're someone who is in that authoritative figure that has learned through your lessons, and now you're a blessing to others based on you being in that teacher position, right? So also what Spirit is saying is that you have a really, really powerful connection to the stars. Also the Dargon tribe. If you aren't familiar, look it up. There's a connection there. For some of you, I'm hearing ancient Egypt. Really may feel drawn to Egyptian art or artifacts, and really it may be on your bucket list to visit Egypt, or you may have visited Egypt. So I'm also hearing time is of the essence, but you realize that time is an illusion, right? So what Spirit is saying with the time is of the essence, you understand the importance of doing what you came here to do, right? Whether it's a conscious understanding or it's your soul is very much so aware that you came here with a purpose and a calling, right? And although time is an illusion, you are feeling like procrastination must stop. Some of you may procrastinate, and you're at a point where you're like, okay, it's time for me to stop doing this. I'm choosing to no longer procrastinate, and you're really working hard to not do that, right? Now, I'm also being told to tell you, if you like assistance, reach out. Let's begin the work together so you can stop procrastinating. If you feel like, although you have a desire to no longer procrastinate, it's still very much so a part of who you are. Spirit is saying it's time to release whatever is blocking you from that. I'm being told you didn't really experience any huge tragedies personally, like to yourself. You, as a monk or a nun, you were able to live a long life, a long productive life, and productive meaning based on what you were here to do. However, you did experience those around you be persecuted for their beliefs and what they were teaching, because some of the things, the beliefs and the teachings were new age or taboo, right? Now, with that being said, the way it has affected you today is you tend to not allow yourself to get close to people, because there's a part of you that feels like if I get too close, something's going to happen, right? And so in order to avoid that pain of those that you love being persecuted or taken away, you just have a tendency to have a wall up. So Spirit is saying, let that wall down and open yourself up, because you are safe to be in a position of building partnerships and unions and loving friendships or loving relationships with others. Now, you may have experience where you did love in this lifetime, right? And they were taken away, whether it was through death, whether it was through infidelity, whether it was through the relationship just didn't work, whether it's a friendship or a relationship with a significant other. But the reason being is because you are vibrating at the unconscious belief, the frequency that this is what happened. So it's time for you to heal that policy, release that, so that you can now receive the relationships, right? That when you started your journey, right, that you felt you deserved and that you desired, because your true self doesn't desire to have the wall up. It's just up because of pain and fear that's yet to be released or resolved from this past lifetime, okay? So this is your message. Let me know how it resonates. Leave a comment and a thumbs up, okay? Make sure you do both. I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful you allowed me to serve you. If you'd like a personal reading on your specifics, click the link in the description box and go ahead and schedule your reading. I or Javi, the other amazing psychic on my team, would love to serve you. So thank you so much, Palsy. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon.